Hey everybody, vinyl mail day from like a month ago, because I never open anything right away. I don't know why. I just get a little bit behind, I get busy, I forget about things, but it's anticipation, it's excitement, it grows. Sometimes I even forget what I got. This time, I did not forget what I got. No surprises here. I'm going to talk about what I got up front, and then we're going to open it up and see what it looks like, because I have no idea. But this is 2 records today. I haven't had a chance to open yet. And these are from bluesfuneral.com. Blues Funeral is a little company in the States, and I found them kind of by accident. One of my favorite bands, Dozer, had a new album coming out, and I heard that it was going to get a limited release on Blues Funeral. So I didn't know what that was. I went and checked it out, and there it was. There was all the pre-orders and everything. And while I was scrolling through the site, because they only have a couple pages of stuff that they've printed so far, I also saw that they had a new Solace album. Probably nobody that I know has heard of Dozer or Solace, outside of a couple friends that I've introduced them to. Both incredible bands. They are the kind of bands that as a hard rock metal fan, you wonder, how is this not getting played on the radio? Doesn't make any sense. Compulsively listenable, great singers, great musicians, nice tight songs, catchy stuff, very listenable. I don't know how this stuff doesn't get more popular. But anyways, so I was super stoked to see that this site carried stuff that I liked. Scrolled through the couple pages of stuff they had. Holy crap. The Obsessed, Lord Buffalo, Elder, Acid King, Dead Meadow. Whole bunch of stuff that's right up my alley. All kind of stoner rock genre. So anyways, I was super excited about that. And they also had this thing called Post Wax. And Post Wax is, I guess in essence, it's like you buy all of their releases for the year, or like 9 releases for the year. And I think you get 9 or 10, maybe they throw in a bonus, I don't know. And like just reading up on it and watching some YouTube videos about it, it comes with like limited editions, songs that you won't hear on other releases on the album, like board game pieces in each release and stuff. Each cover of each album attaches together to make one giant picture at the end of the year. Or at least that's how it read to me anyways. Just sounded awesome. A little expensive for my tastes because of shipping and stuff being in Canada. It was going to work out to like, you know, close to $100 an album. But like probably well worth the value, because they were albums I would listen to a million times. And with all the added bonuses and stuff like that. A true collector and an admirer of the art of making albums, it would be well worth it to them. Just couldn't afford it at the time. So I messaged Blues Funeral to find out if the albums came with digital download codes, because I didn't see that anywhere on the site. They were back to me in like an hour. Yes, we do. We include digitals. And it was important to me because with Carrie working at home all the time now, that I don't really get to crank my music all the time. So a lot of my music listening's in the car. So it's important to have that. It's added value, right? And a lot of companies don't do that, include those anymore. And they did. So that was great. Went back to the site, and the Solace album is sold out. Ugh. So now I'm not getting the Post Wax, the mega version. And one of the 2 albums I want is sold out. And it's a lot of money to get one album shipped. So this was back in like February. So I just kind of sat on it, and I decided not to. And I don't want this to be a trash on Blues Funeral video. And I hope that you see all sides of it when I'm done. But there are a couple negatives along the way. So months went by, and I'm listening to Solace in the car, and I just love that friggin' band. And when they do a cover of a song, they slay it. I usually like the cover better than I like the original. So like their song We Bite. Check that out, for example. So I went back on the site and I searched for Solace stuff, and it said that there were two items, and then I went to it and there was only one item. So it's like, oh, okay, well, that means the album is still out of print. So I went to the one album and it's the CD. Well, I could just get the CD and I should flip it to my iTunes, whatever. But then it said that the pre-release for the CD was 2019. So then I was like, I don't know if that means like if that they just never released it, or if that's just they just forgot to delete that, or if the date was wrong and it's supposed to be 2024 or something. I didn't know. So I messaged them on Facebook this time. I should have just emailed them because they were emailing me back within hours, like I said. And I didn't. I Facebooked them and they didn't answer me on Facebook for like a month. So I got tired of waiting because I really just wanted to hear these albums, which is hilarious because now I've had them for a month and haven't even opened them. But I got tired of waiting and I ordered them from Amazon, which I don't necessarily like to order from Amazon. I like to order right from the companies whenever I can. But when they finally did respond to my Facebook message and said that it would be getting, the Solace album would be getting a repress at some point, they didn't give a date. But when I told them it's too late, I already ordered it from Amazon, they were happy about that because they said, hey, now at least you get a first pressing. Great attitude. I suppose if Amazon sells all their copies, then they ask for more copies, then that just pushes Blues Funeral to make more copies anyways. So anyways, I bought them from Amazon. Somehow Blues Funeral will get some of my business. But if you dig music like, you know, like Baroness, Mastodon, Witchcraft, any of that kind of stuff, you will love the music that they have on this site. And since I found this site, I've started listening to a lot of the other bands that they carry that I haven't heard of. And for the most part, yeah, they're right in the wheelhouse. They like what I like. If you like what I like, you'll like it too. Shut up. Here we go. Let's see what this one looks like. I don't know about colors. I don't know how many of each are printed. Nothing. But I was impressed that Amazon shipped in this kind of packaging. This is some sturdy ass packaging. So what do we got first here? Dozer. Okay. So I was struggling over this while I was thinking of making this video. This is Dozer. This is their new album, Drifting in the Endless Void. I'm going to try and give you a good shot of this here. I got the reflection from my computer again. I got Blues Funeral site in the background there. Bluesfuneral.com if you want to check it out. Here's the back here. Song list. I don't even know how to describe Dozer to you other than a great soaring, clear vocals voice, incredible drumming, catchy guitar riffs, nice stoner guitar riffs. They're like one of those bands that you just think, like, if the original Black Sabbath never broke up and they just kind of evolved it through the 90s and 2000s and 2010s, they probably would have ended up sounding something like this, like a thicker, aggressive, just like down-tuned coolness. I don't know how else to describe it. And I can't even think of other bands that sound like Dozer. But, you know, like on the one album, the singer from Clutch makes a couple of appearances on songs. They don't really sound like Clutch, but like they've got some grooves like that, and they'd probably tour with them. So anyways, if you like catchy, heavy, but not too heavy, hard rock, it's basically hard rock. I wouldn't even go so far as metal, other than it's like a metal subgenre. But anyways, give it a listen. See if you like it. Their album, Beyond Colossal, is just fantastic. So polished. Like, I just don't know how more people don't listen to this stuff. So anyways, we've got our digital download code in here. Okay, we don't have an insert. There's no insert. Okay, oh, I didn't even show that. Okay, no insert. But I think now I remember this is going to be colored. And it is. Nice purple there. Nice purple. This is going to be great. I haven't heard anything off of this yet because I've just been waiting and waiting. And I don't think it's the same drummer that was on Heathens or Beyond Colossal, but it doesn't matter. They're going to recruit great musicians anyways. So that's the first one. Second one feels a little heavier. Excuse the pun. So anyways, long story short about Blues Funeral and their site. If you have any questions about their site, which might be a little bit out of date, way thicker, just email them. Don't Facebook them, just in case you have the same problem I had. Just email them. They'll get back to you right away. They're clearly making a quality product. Oh, that's what, this is a double album. That's right. I remember now. Double album. So Solace, again, I don't know how to describe it as, like, you're not really going to hear anything on the radio that's similar to it. You know, like, I guess maybe they would throw like a heavier monster truck in the pile, but it's not really. But this is just like wall of sound, and another soaring, clear voice. One of those voices that you like to sing along with. And nothing in the band stands out as like a virtuoso. Everything's kind of like a little heavier and a little slower, but they clearly know what they're doing. And it's just like compulsively listenable. There's no weak songs. You just listen to the whole album. You just enjoy it. You probably don't remember the names of the songs because it's just an experience. You just put it on and drive. So let's see what we got here. So this is Solace The Brink. And I own 2 or 3 of the earlier Solaces and had no idea they had new stuff. I just love what I'd heard and just kept listening to that. And I didn't even think to look for new stuff until I was on the site. I don't see a download code there. I don't see a download code there. So that's not awesome, but on the flip side, I think this is probably an older release. If this is 2019, maybe they weren't doing them back then. Let's see what we got for color. Oh yeah. Whew. So that's translucent for sure. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great. I don't know anything about this. I don't know if it's demos or covers or new stuff, old stuff. I guess I should check in there for a download code, but I don't think so. Oh, well. This is the kind of stuff you're going to listen to on vinyl anyways, because it's nice and heavy and great for the subwoofer. Oh, and that's a different color. That's a little less translucent, but then that one's a different color, so that's pretty sick too. Good stuff. Well, that's exciting. I plan to spin all 3 of these tomorrow at length. Should be very enjoyable. So again, bluesfuneral.com is the site if you want to go and check out some of their stuff. If you want to preview some of these bands, just check them out on YouTube if you want. It sounds not obviously going to be comparable, but I named a number of the bands there that I would swear by. Some of the stuff is so good. So anyways, yeah, support small music. Bye.